on, guys? Kevin Gallagher here, and today I want to talk about the 5 mistakes new small business owners make. These aren't the most exhaustive 5 lists. These are just the 5 very common ones that I've seen, and I want you to comment below with some that you've seen. If you're also in marketing like me, and you've come across some where you say, hey, these are things that small business owners make mistakes on, I want you to comment below. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's get it going. All right, so let's go with the first one right now. The first one is perfection. There is an old saying that I've heard Mark Cuban say on Shark Tank, and I've tweeted this probably 100 times, but perfection is the enemy of progress. I'm going to write that down right here. Enemy of progress. I have talked to so many small business owners that have constantly waited and waited and waited to go live with their company because they wanted everything to be perfect. I mean, waited long amounts of times. Even something as silly as they wanted to make sure they had 10 people look over the website to make sure that every word was perfect and so on and so forth. Let's talk about perfection. First and foremost, you can't be perfect. Something's going to go wrong. A mistake is going to happen. There's going to be an issue. That is just a fact. And it's a fact that you can't avoid. But here's what you need to get right. If you are a small business that has some kind of a product, your product needs to be as close to perfect as possible. What does that mean? That means you want your product to be as awesome as you are telling people it is. The other aspects of the business, logistics, shipping, the call center, email marketing, all of those things can come in time and get better and better and better and better and better. But your product, what you do, has to be as awesome as you say it is. That's where your focus of perfection should be on, not on everything else. Not to make sure the website is just flawless and has no issue at all. You could take some of your marketing elements and still put them out there live and make corrections as you go. Don't let perfection get in the way of the progress of your company. All right, so let's check out number 2. Website. You just heard me talk about website a second ago. I'm going to talk about it again, but in a different context. So many small business owners think to themselves that they can't afford professional website development. That's just simply not true. There are plenty of website developers like myself who work with small businesses on a monthly basis. And the best part about working with a company like mine is that you will own the site. Right now, if you're a small business and you jump onto one of those WYSIWYG editors, and those are the drag and drop online builders, those are going to cost you a monthly fee and you never own the site. The intellectual property of that site belongs to the company you're doing it through. So whether it's GoDaddy, Wix, or any of those other online WYSIWYG website builders, stay away from them. It doesn't make sense for your business in the long term. Invest your money the right way. Not to mention, most of those websites, SEO is not able to do on your own. You could build the website, sure, you could drag and drop elements, you can have your picture on there, you can make sure everything looks fantastic, but the actual working of the website is not there. And guess what you have to do in order to get it to be there? You have to pay beaucoup bucks to their team in order to get it there. And some of them have even released now that they have SEO aspects on the website. But you as a small business owner don't specialize in website SEO. You specialize in whatever your product was. Take time to focus on that and trust a website builder like myself or somebody else in your local area to do that. So, website. Don't use the WYSIWYG website editors. Work with an already standing website development company who understands SEO and can make sure your site shows up online. Number 3. No business planning. Please, for the love of God, please build a business development plan. Have that ready before anything else. Know exactly what you're going to do for your business going into the following year. Know what your budget is going to be. Do a little bit of investigation. Work with a marketing company like Gallagher Business Development or somebody else, and have them or yourself put together what your business plan and your budget's going to be. Here's the most important why. You are going to have so many companies, so many different marketing options coming at your business at all times. And guess what they all want? They all want that money because they pounce. Here's a new small business owner. I'm going to go in and I'm going to get them. Whether it's networking or it's advertising or it's something along those lines. You need to know ahead of time what's good for your business, and then you need to put that plan together so that when you have one of these companies come to you, you say, sorry, you're not on my business plan for this year. Give me a call in December. Let's talk about it for the next year. Without a business plan, you're going in blind and you're going to end up trying a million different things and spending a lot of money, and it doesn't make sense for you. Have a business plan. Number 4, branding. This one's a big one for me. So many companies focus on what their logo is and the feel of their logo and so on and so forth. I know some very successful businesses that have built their websites that their logo is just the name of their business and whatever font that their website's in. And yet they're still extremely successful. Branding is important. Don't get me wrong. But if you spend a ton of time trying to find and a ton of money trying to develop this flashy, new, young, modern logo, you're taking money away from other areas that you could be using it on. Don't get me wrong, having a clever business name and all those things, it makes sense. But sometimes you got to break it down to simplicity. What's your company and what do you do? You could always get there one day. You could always move in that direction one day. But for now, get your company rolling. Take your product and your service out and go and do. And a lot of times it's just you anyway. A lot of times a small business, it's just the owner working on it. Don't wait for perfect branding to get out and get it done. Go out. Let me show you something. I don't have my original business card. This was my second business card. I mean, this business card, when I look at it now, makes me cringe that I used to give this out to people. Blank back, front. This was, at the time, I believe this was the Vistaprint free business card. Don't get me wrong, they get you there. But it's just, I spent so much time on this at the time, and I hate it now as compared to what my business cards look like now. Still just GBD, still Gallagher Business Development, but thought went into the color scheme and everything else. The long story short is I didn't wait for my logo and my business card to be this perfect thing I wanted. I got something out the door that matched what my website looked like, and I just got business cards made and I started handing them out. Handing out your business card, that is the important thing, not necessarily what your logo looks like. So branding, it's important, but it doesn't need to be perfect right away. And last, but certainly not least, the understanding of marketing versus sales. So often, people think, oh, if I just launch my website, if I just send this direct mail piece out, if I just do this, all of a sudden I'm going to get beaucoup amount of sales. That's not necessarily the case. Marketing, let me put it to you like this. Pretend your business is a boat. Hey, look, I got paper. I can do this. Okay? Marketing is your sail. Okay? But let's say you have a sailboat sitting out on the water and there's no wind that day. What's going to happen? Nothing. Nothing will happen. You can have the greatest website in the world that comes up #1 every single time on Google search. You can have all the great reputation management and everything else. And granted, a breeze might come by. But in order to get that breeze coming in the world of business, you need sales. Marketing and sales are two different things, and a lot of times small business owners don't think that they can afford both marketing and sales. Outsource your marketing. Find a marketing company like mine that can help you do all of your marketing at a great price and take the rest of your budget and put it into an awesome salesperson. Whether that's you or it's somebody else, get somebody who could go out, take all the great marketing elements that are there, and then start to bring in the leads to drive your business forward. Please understand this right now. Just because your website isn't generating 100 leads a week doesn't mean that your website was built poorly. It does not mean that. It simply means that all you're relying on is marketing, but it's both. It's business development. That's why my company is called Gallagher Business Development. I don't only want to help you with your marketing, but I also want to encourage you to go out and actually sell your product. So that's it for today, guys. 5 common mistakes I see new small business owners making. I hope you found it interesting. Like I said at the beginning, comment below with some of your ideas. If you have any thoughts as to other common pitfalls small business owners make, I want to hear about them. Also, if you could do me a favor, hit the subscribe button so you can stay in touch with me. And otherwise, follow me on Twitter. And if you got any questions, you can email me. Put my email right here. Otherwise, remember this. Hang on. Every business owner be small, think big. Happy sales, everyone. Take care.